Good morning, friends. This is Pastor JD with this morning's brief devotional. People all around the globe today are celebrating Valentine's Day, a holiday that has become synonymous with expressing love through flowers or gifts or candy or even handwritten notes. According to Hallmark, the card company, Valentine's Day is the second largest note-sending holiday in the year, only behind Christmas. Sometimes sending a card or even just a note on paper can express our care and our love in a special way, something so simple. It seems to me that when we write a note, we choose our words more carefully. It can be a helpful practice of expressing oneself to write it down. And that personal touch tells others that you care. Even in the Bible, there are instances of handwritten notes that seem small, but they do carry meaning. The Apostle Paul, the author of almost all of the New Testament, or most of the New Testament, he dictated his letters to a scribe. He didn't actually handwrite them himself, but he would sometimes write his own note at the end of letters. Galatians 6, verse 11, he writes this, "See with what large letters I am writing to you with my own hand." Colossians 4:18, he said, "I, Paul, write this greeting with my own hand." Now, he didn't need to write those small notes himself. The receiver would have known who the author of the note was by the person who delivered it to them. They would have told them. But it mattered to Paul. He wanted to express, even if in a small gesture, in his own handwriting, that he cared for the recipient. In John chapter 8, verse 6, some religious people had set a trap for Jesus. They brought a woman who was caught in adultery, and they compelled Jesus to pass judgment. But instead of engaging them, Jesus just knelt down and began to scribble a note in the dirt. Now, we aren't told what he wrote in the dirt, what that note said, but those scribbles in the dirt meant something, or the detail wouldn't have been included. Because when Jesus finally finished and then responded, he said, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." And one by one, each of them dropped their stones and walked away. A handwritten note, even one scribbled in dirt, can sometimes express truths that a simple spoken word cannot. It need not be Valentine's Day to write a simple note to a loved one or a friend or a colleague, something to express your love or esteem or appreciation for who they are. Even something small can carry with it great meaning. Would you pray with me? God, may we be reminded of your great love for us this day in particular. Move in us and bring about more love in our world, even through simple acts of care, like writing a note. Amen. The peace of Christ be with you this day.